Switch technology screens. I can't find even ground on here for jack. I'll put you guys right here. All right, so I thought I would share this on the video demonstration. So we're going to be coding a customer's 120-inch screen, 16.9. We're going to be using our acoustic formula for this. This is going to be using the advanced ambient rejection 38 Black Widow. This is the invisible acoustic technology. Look, grass is growing in. I got to get me a freaking machine to cut that down. All right, so not much to say. Let's get to it. Of course, always make sure you have your mask. So like I said, every time you turn the camera on, always something different in our demonstrations. I think I might spray my micro mesh too. That'd be cool. All right. Now on the demonstration, you're gonna be using the Wagner 250. This is my favorite paint sprayer to use. I like this, it's very easy. Now mind you, I'm used to using it more professional, but this is easy for customers. As I said before, one switch at the top, squeeze the trigger, your adjustment right there on how much paint you want to come out. Basically about that, pretty easy. So this is what I advise customers to get if you're basically using a paint sprayer for the first time. And that's it. And that's how I paint my screens. To make sure we got coverage all the way around. I have a little method that I like to do. So I always stand a foot away from the screen. You don't want to be too close. You want to dust the screen. Some people feel that they have to be up close in order to see an impact. No, you don't. You're gonna have to be, you have to be a foot away from the screen. So what you're doing a light coating. Come down here. I come here like this. Come back around here. Same thing like this all the way up. Come back around. I run that all the way through. And then I come back and do the same thing. And then I go from side to side. From here. Hit it again. From side to side there. And then we go back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. That makes sure you got a nice smooth coat all the way across. You don't miss any spots. And then you do a trace all around the edges to make sure you hit. That's it. And we're done. Whew, man, I tell you. These things, these background drops come in handy. They come in handy because before I had to string it up to the side of the house, which, you know, made it pretty hard. But this right here makes it so much easier for coating the screens. I just leave it out here and let it dry, and that's it. That's basically about it. So we're done. I'll clean up my unit, and that's it. So they have the advanced version of the acoustic. I told you that when we show downstairs, that's the advanced version of that acoustic technology. That's going to be added to all the acoustic screens for here on in. Well, that one's done. You see if it did it go through? Yeah, it went right through, right there. The technology is invisible. It's an invisible black coating, but that's why if you see it on the opposite end. Oh, hey, buenos dias. Those are my people over in DR. Always giving me a good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias. I'm saying that correctly. Sometimes I butcher it. But anyway, yeah. So, like I said, when it sprays on, yeah, that stuff is it's a black coating that we put on invisible that bounced down and transferred through. So that is the darker version of that technology. They're gonna love this stuff. This stuff's pretty good. That's when I told you you can have lights in the back of the screen. The light can push right through it. It won't affect it. That's that technology just put on a few minutes ago. I'm in here just having some fun, letting it run. That is the gunmetal. All right, I gotta get this cleaned out. And where's my container with the formula? Tell people, even if you're using just basically everything we use over here is water based, but even if you're using any water based paint, anything, and if you're spraying a screen in, make sure you have a mask on. And I would not advise you doing it inside the house, literally at all. That's why I said when I saw those demonstrations of them basically, well, actually we were talking about basically painting that screen in. Oh shoot, our screen just fell over. I knew I heard something cracking back and forth. I was like, what was that? Oh man, I don't think it's damaged. Let's see what we got. If it's damaged or not. Ugh. We have to go out and get another one. Let's see what we got here. Yep, she's gonna go her way. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to do. If it's not damaged, it's actually good because you got that coating on it, so we're good with that. We're going to have to hang this one up in the house. Next time I'm gonna have to secure it with bricks. A little soaked here on this. I don't have scissors on me. Nope, no scissors. Ah, bird. We'll get to it. If anything, we'll probably have to put a recoat on it. I heard something rocking. I was like, what was that noise? We found out the hard way what it was. We had a nice beautiful corner. So let's take it in the house. Let's hang it up. Next time we secure it with bricks, which I didn't think was going to be that windy outside, but apparently just a little bit of wind will tilt that. So where are we going to put this at? All right. Let me see what we got to do here. No, I don't want that laying against my screen. All right, we're about to get something really quick for this to hang this up inside. Next time I learn we do this, we make sure we have the cement buckets in place. Let me go get the wetching foam. I have to recoat that screen a little bit. I want to see if we got any damage to it. Where's the, I had 3 of these. Actually 4, I should have 4 of these. Where's the other one at? Oh, this one. I should have 4 of these. Oh, here it is. Okay, let me see. We're gonna put this one right here. Matter of fact, give me this one. I need this side for testing for that. And I need this over here. So we can get this. I have to paint this again. Behave. first things first. Let me get a clamp. And the clamps on it, I think I got 2 clamps outside. One of them broke. That's 1 clamp. Why, Bird? Why? I leave stuff in the weirdest places, man, when I'm working. Oh, come on. Be nice. Nothing there. I got a projector operating in this section. I got a fire stick. So this is what happened. So it fell over, but no stains, nothing, no grass marks, not a thing, nothing, which is pretty interesting. But also too, like I said, next time I know that when I put those out there, to weight them down with the buckets, which I should have did from the door, but we didn't have any wind out there. There was no wind, absolutely no wind. There was a slight little breeze, but that took it down. Like I said, these things turn into sails. That's why, like that micro mesh we're using, that stuff right there, air can travel right through it. Air travels through this to a certain degree, but that other stuff travels right through it with no problem. All right, so we need to get a test on this real quick. See if it's going to need a recoat job on it. Because it may need one, it may not need one. Not sure yet. Let's see what we got running over here for equipment. Just give me this baby here. Oh, we can just use this one. This is a 720p. We can drop it right here and use this instead. That would be nice. Get in there. Right. My Day by Kenneth Bird. God is good, God is good, God is good. Fantastic. No damage, nothing, not a thing. My main concern was picking up the screen while it's still wet. That maybe I could have smudged it. No, we're good. We're definitely good. Controls right there, Alexis. I don't know what you're asking for. It's right there. Right on the table. I don't know what you're requesting. Always requesting for something. It's right on the table. Literally, I think it's on the table. I'm not sure. We say maybe it might not be. Oh yes, right on the table, right next to you.
With Amazon Ads, take your brand to the places people stream, play, listen, read, and more.
All right, I'm going to stretch this size out a little bit more. And get something for the top. Before we do that, so I don't lose my video feed. Get something for the top. And I don't want to lose my video feed in the process. So let me see what we got to do here. Let's see. $4K tropical fish. Let me get the top. That's fine. Nah, because they'll probably hit me with something for this. I don't know why they put Disney stuff. I don't even know you can't play it. So. Amazing. Tell me God's not good. Tell me he's not good. That screen fell over into a pile of leaves and was just painted. No, nothing, no dirt, nothing. There's nothing on it. And on top of that, my main concern, picking this thing up with my hands while it was still wet, by getting these smudges or anything, not a trace of anything. Beautiful. Tell me God's not good. And on top of that, learn something in the process. Brick down the stands. For if even if it's just a little bit of wind outside, make sure they're bricked down. I'm going to get myself some sandbags or something. I got it right now. I got the heavy buckets on them right now. God will bless you and teach you at the same time. So next time I know, anytime I bring them out there, we sand them down. We sandbag them down, or we put the buckets on them. On this projector, this is one I use for portrait. This projector right now is sitting in eco mode, which is whisper, and the brightness is only at 9. Both of these projectors are running off eco mode right now in the max out zone. There's the max out zone, maxed out. Show you this, watch this. I'm gonna just take my body, my hand, and just put it over top the meter. Watch this. My hand's not even touching it. It's right here. Look at this. This is how bright this area gets. I bring my hand higher up. I bring it down. I bring it higher up. I bring it down. That's how much light this area pulls in. My hand doesn't have to be anywhere near it, just over top of it, just a little bit. The minute I move it away, boom, maxes out. So at least we know the screen's good, nothing's wrong with it, it's not damaged or anything, that's good. All right, that's fantastic. I'll leave that right there. All right. Let that dry. Get back over here to the gunmetal. You notice there's an invisible version of this, right? There's a visible version of the gunmetal. Yes, there is. Invisible. Anytime we develop technology, there's always an invisible version of it. So we'll let that dry in here. That's good to go. Yesterday would have been a good day to test the other screen out. Because that screen is designed to take in a lot of wind. But I want to mount that to the top of the deck, to tell you the truth, honestly. All right, so that's good. I know all that already. Gives us an understanding what we're dealing with. At least I know that didn't take any damage, so that's good. I know people naysayers will probably send it to me, oh, the screen fell over, it's damaged. God, you know, again, devil don't get no glory over here. He don't get no glory over here. He gets nothing over here. Nothing, not a thing, nothing. Look at that screen. Not one mark. It fell in a pile of leaves. Not one mark, no blemishes, no dirt, nothing. Like God himself put his hand down and protected that screen before it hit the ground. And on top of that, learn something new. Brick down the stands next time we go outside. Make sure they're brick down. Brick them down. Brick them down. Brick them down. God is good. I don't have to paint my screen again. That's good. That's a soaking wet screen to hit the ground like that. That's amazing. You don't get no victory. I'm gonna give you another sign that says Satan gets no victory. Gives nothing. 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 Close your eyes, what do you see? Nothing. You get nothing. That being that soaking wet, landing in them leaves, I should have got something on that screen. Something should have landed on that screen. Something. Not a thing. Nothing. And me picking it up, you see my hands right there saturated with the paint on there, should have caused some damage. Nothing at all. That shows you how amazing God is. nothing, Steve. Nothing. Because if you ain't doing God's work, you know the other half of what you're doing at the end of the day. Doing the devil's work. So I'm going to have to go out there with my weed whacker today. I got a big boy coming in. But I got to go out there. We're starting to get the grass in the backyard. I might as well walk outside. We got everything's done. So I put the heavy buckets in. Look at that, the grass growing in people. I told you how amazing God is. My backyard. See how it's all that grass is growing? It's going to be thick like this. It's green. This is how it's going to grow up, nice and thick. Over there, we had a huge bald spot. The last time we had a 180-inch massive bald spot right there. Had a bald spot right here. And I said I can't use chemicals and stuff, you know what I mean? So I came out here and I fed the squirrels and the birds and just about everything else that landed in my backyard every single day for a freaking year. And you see the big patches that come up? This is going to be all over the yard. That lush, thick green all over the yard. You see my neighbor's yard over there? He spent money to have somebody coming to do his yard. So he was leaning over looking, trying to figure out how in the world did I get the grass to come up so thick? I was like, the animals. They fertilize the yard. Best fertilizer. No chemicals, nothing. All natural from God. So we're going to have this nice thick. I mean, I can walk out here with my my socks on. This is going to grow up all over the place, nice and thick. We're going to cut it down. Oh, look, it's always starting to grow on the fence, too. Look at that. The fence is growing. Sometimes I work so much, I don't even realize what's going on out here. I don't have to worry about putting any privacy netting. All this grows up nice and green. I can't see nothing after a while. I have to come down here and get myself a good trimmer. Trim all this down. I think I might get one of those little robots. You know, robots that run around. But I think I'm going to get myself a good whacker. And just cut through all this. Look how thick it comes up. And I spent the money for a little bit of that cedary you put out here to make it so it grows a little bit. That didn't work for jack at all, period. At all, period. I need to start feeding them over there. See, that's the area they don't come at. They don't come here because, you know, it's near the house. But over in here, yeah. But I used to have a huge bald spot right there. Best fertilizer in the world. No chemicals. All comes from God. They've been fertilizing the world since day one. Good. Can't go nowhere. So it fell. The screen fell on this. You see all this dirt right here? Fell on this. It should have been damaged. It should have been damaged. Fell so hard it even broke the spring, broke the clamps. That's how hard it hit. And it should have been damaged. But nope, God didn't have that. Ouch. Gotta come out here and... What is that I just stepped on? Oh, piece of wood. I'm gonna do something with this right here. I gotta do something with this. Come on, it's a hill. I told you, I'm researching a mine cart. Not a real mine cart. I'm gonna make one out of wood. With a little cart that can get in, come in from the front of the house, get on my cart, come down my hill. You gotta put a little weight in the front, so that's what gives it a little bit more pull. Come down here, hit around here, go past my wood pile, and come through here. That's what I'm kind of, so I can go to the shop this way. If I want to go to the shop, I can come down that way. I'm gonna do a little mine cart. So I'm doing some research on it right now. What I need to do to build me a little wooden mine cart. Have a little area where I can just hit the switch and it just rolls right down. Might as well have some fun. Might as well, right? That'd be pretty cool. I cannot wait. So the wind's not too bad, but we got to build a frame in here. We definitely got to build a frame in here now. The wind pretty much beat the crap out of this. So all we got to do is tighten it up because it's a little loose. But what we're going to do is I'm going to start putting in my L brackets here and here. And we're going to take a piece of wood, bracket it from the top, right there, bring it down about 10 feet, drop. We only need about 7. So the rest of that's going to go into the earth. I'm going to pack that in nice and tight on that side and that side. And then we're going to run another piece of wood this way. That'll take care of this right here. And we're just going to basically bolt all that in from there to there. This is going to be permanent. Because I was going to do like a multi-screen setup over here. I drop a 250 over here, but we can't do it because we don't have enough room for the 250. My projector sits all the way back there, right against the wood pile to be able to hit the 180-inch screen. So with that being said, this is the biggest screen we're going to be to put in here. So if we want to do it 250, we're going to have to be from here, right to here, all the way to here to get the 250. That's where we're going to have to be at to land it. Hopefully. I said hopefully. If we got 180 from here, we should be able to get 250 from here easily. I don't want to use short throws because that's just too easy. But I do want to do a 235. We can do a 235.1 this way if we want to. We can do it that way. So we're going to take out all of this mess right here. That's going to be gone because that was just here to support the screen. And we're going to build a frame in here. We're going to LED light it up. Light it up. We're going to LED light it up. I think I might raise the screen because I had to fold it under there. So with that being said, I might just get me a piece of wood and run it all the way across so we can bring the screen up even higher, and then basically then we can have at least a base at the bottom. That'll definitely work. We're gonna build a frame in there, a nice one. But it held up. It had already been through a couple of rainstorms and everything else. It held up quite nicely. So I'm happy with that. Now let's see what happens, how long this holds up. We gotta put something out here too for testing on that. All right, my feet are cold. I gotta get inside. So I figured since I had fun with the portal, we did the whole portal over here with the whole robotic and all that other cool stuff. I'm going to build myself a portal projection screen, a portrait projection screen, portal into it. So basically it's just a stand instead of, and the screen's the size, it's as thin as a door. That's what it is. So we're going to be using that for projector mapping because I could basically, we're going to use a rear projection screen technology, which we're going to do, stretch it over, code it in, rear projection, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make this portal. I'm going to stick it in my driveway, hit it with this projector right here, which will be the best projector because that's the distance, so I want the projector back as far as possible. I don't want them to see the projector at all. So we'll put the projector back in the distance, we'll put the portal up, and when people walking past my driveway, they can see this portal pop up, not knowing that the whole entire thing is actually, we're using 3D mapping equipment to basically be able to paint that image right into that little area and project. So that's going to be fun. This is some cool stuff we're going to be doing this year. I told you I want to mount one ultra short throw to the top of the deck. We're going to make this giant tabletop display for the downstairs so we can actually project on the screen on the ground. Yeah, we got some cool stuff we're going to be building. But the portal should be fun. Just want to do it to mess with my neighbors, have some fun with them. I always know I'm working on something weird. So we're going to get ourselves a laptop because I don't feel like dragging my computer outside. We'll get a laptop, run everything out there, and then we'll just do a portal. Ooh, I should build a Stargate. That'd be freaking cool. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wire some speakers in, so enter, and have. Oh, if I get a face that pops. Oh, we got a face that pops up like that. I forgot that. We got that in one of the programs, a face that moves from side to side. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. We're going to be using the invisible black technology for that. And hear my cat up there ranting right now? Taco! Cut it out! I swear. He'll sit there and scream, oh, we don't give him attention. Oh yeah, I give him attention, trust me. But the thing about it is, man, cats are interesting creatures. They will freaking whine, beat at your door, and the minute you go out there, go, okay, let me hold you. They'll fight you, bite you, and everything else. They don't want to be touched. Leave me alone, I don't even bother. I just remember, I don't care. Watch this, watch. Look at this joker. Watch your paws. Watch your paws. Now what? Hey, where'd you go? You act like you don't want no attention. Here, let me scratch you. Let me scratch you. Really? You coming back? Are you coming back? Come here, come here, come here, come here, Taco. Come on. Okay, you want me? Can I scratch you? You can sit there and you whine and cry. You want me to come to the door? I'll come here. Okay, come here. Come here. Come on. Told you. You got mental problems. You know that, right? I don't want to hear it. You have mental problems. Here, I'll leave this open so you can sit here. Okay, you good? Are you good? All right, whatever. Let me get back to work. I got things to do. Told you. That's how they are. Some people have cats that are affectionate. Apparently, my cat was a street cat. He doesn't have an affection line. That's it. Probably once in a while. No. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that at all, period. You scratch him, he bites you. That's how it works. You walk around the house, he will stalk you. That's pretty much basically about it. But he doesn't rub against your face. He does purr, but not like on that level. Now he's something else, but he's cool. Tearing my stuff up, he's cool. All right, well, people, let's see. We got anything else to do? We got screen coded. We got a chance to test it. It fell over in the process. Still works like a dream. So we're good on that. We got to test it out. Once it dries, we got to test it. So we already got it strung up. I like these two right here. This is a very lightweight frame. So 2 frames I have. This frame right here is lightweight. That's mid. And I got the heavies. Remember, they were never designed to be outside. So we got to weight them down a little bit. But this one over here came with the clips. That came with the clips, with the Velcro clips with them. And there's the trash man taking out most of my trash. That's good. What do we drop? Oh, upstairs. Got the nose is open. He's still there fussing. What you fussing about now, cat?
Hershey's milk chocolate with whole almonds.
All right, I'm gonna let that play. I gotta clean up my cannon. I
Along the way.
don't want that getting glued up or damn. You should just got the cannon.
Hershey's milk chocolate.
Last one broke. I clean my face up real quick. And this will give me a chance to play around with the new technology we have here at the same time, the gunmetal. So the wind is not bad because that screen should be whipping around. I gotta go upstairs, I gotta tighten up my other one on the deck that has to be tightened up. Alright, so I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I'm going to come down and we got to do the demonstration of white level test next. The white levels layout on the screen paint. So let me just this area straighten up. So get everything ready for the next round of tests we're going to do. And this will be going outside today also. Might as well. What's that, the screw? It's on something. Oh, here it is. Where is that? staring me right in the face. Couldn't find broke home for Jack. Right there staring me in the face. Mother George, Mother George. What is this? What is this? My foot. Nothing there, but I hear it kind of step on it again. I think I'm gonna start the process once we get this finished. I got a 250-inch screen I gotta paint, which I literally forgot we gotta do. So we got that to take care of. So we should have this knocked out in 2 days. Let's see, we did certify already. We're gonna do a low lumen test when we come back in. We already did it yesterday, but we gotta do it again. It has to be titled low lumen test. Low lumen test was certified. Distance throw, we have to do the white level test to see how to screen the white levels. That right there. And let's see, that's basically about it. All we have to really run off of it. And we have to do outside, definitely do outside demonstration. That's pretty much it. We can knock that out today. Everything can be knocked out today, with the day and tomorrow. And then I got to come in, I got to do the demonstration for the customers in between that one, for that screen for that customer. And then we had to paint the 250. So 250, we have to, we got to knock out the 250. We got to prime it first, which we're going to have to do. I wonder if we have enough prime to knock out the 250. That's something. Leave that here. So let's see if I take this and this. It should be enough together. It shouldn't take that much. It's got a 215 screen. We already got half of it already covered already. Some right there. And then we got another one upstairs. Knock that out. Okay. We may have enough to knock out the 250 today. Alright, so too soon about when. Just got it again. Alright, let me see. We may have enough to knock out a 250 today. So that's good. So I can get that out of the way and get that done. Once we get that primed, we're good. Coating it is easy. That's the priming part. We got to do it and knock out. Alright, we're going to do that. We're going to definitely do a 250. See how we can squeeze everything in today to get this done. Let me watch up my Canon first. Let me play some more in here. I want to test something over the screen while we're doing this. So I contact the customer. I know the screen is ready to go. See what's going on with this. Boring. Boy, I almost like a bunch of dirt. That'll work. All right, we're definitely going to paint a 250-inch screen today. We should have enough to cover it to knock it out. 2 quarts is not going to work, just so you know. Ooh, why? Okay, I'll take care of that also. Yeah, so we're going to need at least about maybe a gallon and a half, maybe a little more than that. We'll see, but yeah, 2 quarts is just not going to do it. Now, somebody made a comment. I mean, that was a bad comment, and I'm curious too to know if 48 ounces could paint if 48 ounces painted a 180-inch screen. What in the world would a quart paint? Could we paint a 150-inch screen from a quart? See, that's why I said you can't just say this stuff off the top of your head. You have to actually physically do it. Then you know. At least you have that 100% confidence. And then the day that, yeah, I know it can do this. So now I'm curious about that because somebody brought it up. One of the customers, like, he said, well, if you did 180 with that, what about 1 quart? Because you get 150 inch. So we'll find out. I got 150 inch over there. We'll get 1 quart of the product and we'll paint the screen and see if we can do it. Which I'm curious now. All right, Sherlock, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing, Sherlock? Get off of that. I got a commercial for this. That's the one thing I don't like about while you're watching YouTube and in between the middle of YouTube, like if you go upstairs and do something, this is music video playing out of nowhere, and like, where the freak did this come from? You get hit with copyright for that crap at the end of the day. That's why you got to watch when I constantly got to watch what comes on. So if I go upstairs for a minute, say a Disney come on and they show a trailer of it, I get hit with a copyright strike for that. Even though YouTube put it on there to begin with. It's your fault. You did it.
Yes, I need a box here. Yeah. Oh, right here.
If we can't get, oh man, charger's on. Okay, side phone down. I think I'm taking the Pac-Man screen out today. Definitely gonna be taking it out today. All right, so we're gonna prep and get the 250 done. We just have to have all tests done on the gunmetal before Friday, because that's when we're gonna launch it onto the site for free. It's a free color option. That's what we're gonna put in for it. So yeah, it does the same thing, like motorized projection, all that stuff does the same thing. Only difference is it's a gunmetal technology, and as you've seen side by side, whew, it's interesting. Certain parts of specifications will have to be changed out because it is gunmetal. So, white kangaroo? Really? Interesting. I think this is a vinyl version of every animal. It's got to be. we at in time? Ooh, we're way over time. Sorry about that, people. We gotta go. I'm trying to keep everything short and sweet. But like I said, every time the camera comes on, it's always gonna be something different. Try to keep something different. So this is going to be next. We're going to be priming, getting ready the big 250. Get that set and get that ready to go. I wonder what this would look like on a ground display. Wow. I wonder how big a screen I would get from an ultra short throw off my balcony, off my deck. It's 11 feet high, so 11 feet high on an ultra short throw. How big of a screen you think we can probably get out of that? We're going to have to test that theory out. I am curious to know. Because if we get a pretty big enough screen out there, can you imagine gaming off a screen that big off an ultra short throw? It's already big enough, but imagine that. Oh, that'd be nice. We got to stand. Oh, no. We got this one right here. See those holes right here? I can mount that right onto my deck and project that downward. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Now, we're going to project it downward as in we're not trying to hit the side of the deck. We're trying to hit the backyard, the ground. So we're going to do a huge display that we can spread out and hit the screen from there. Because if you're going to do things, you got to do things on a crazy level that nobody else is doing. That's what I love about doing demonstrations, man. Do stuff outside the box. All right, people, gotta go. Thank you for your time. Be safe out there, and God bless.